Welcome to VAR India News Hour. India is set to become the next global electronics manufacturing hub. It is a very important move in the journey of Make in India for electronics. The journey started in 2020 with an aim of attracting large investments in the country that includes manufacturing of electronic components, semiconductors and mobile segments. India's cabinet has approved a Rs 637 crore plan to boost electronics manufacturing. The policy has set an ambitious target of increasing electronics manufacturing in the country to $400 billion by 2025. The new measures that come at a time when the world is battling the coronavirus epidemic and halting global supply chains is aimed at attracting large investments in the country that includes manufacturing of electronic components, semiconductors and mobile segments. The scheme shall extend an incentive of 4% to 6% on incremental sales of goods manufactured in India and covered under target segments to eligible companies for a period of 5 subsequent years. The move is likely to give an aggressive push to ensure big companies such as Apple, Samsung, Huawei, Oppo and Vivo, besides contract manufacturers like Foxconn and Wistron, bring their global supply chains to India and make the country an electronics hub. With a population nearing 1.4 billion, India has emerged as one of the largest markets for electronic products in the world, while the highest growth is in demand for smartphones, lighting products, security products as well as industrial technologies. There is also significant expansion in markets for medical, electronics, defense and emerging technologies such as 5G, IoT, Industry 4.0 and smart cities. As per a report, the country's electronics market is forecast to reach $400 billion by 2025. Secondly, there is a huge gap in supply of electronics components such as PCBs, capacitors, resistors, chip components and semiconductor devices. The recent disruptions in the global supply chain and challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic have further exposed the weakness and gaps in our supply chain. There is an urgent need to invest a lot more to bridge these gaps and improve our self-reliance. To support the objective, the government has the full support and initiatives to encourage investments in new electronics manufacturing facilities as well as expansion of existing ones. In addition, there is an electronic manufacturing cluster scheme to develop industrial parks and provide modern manufacturing facilities and a competitive environment to investors. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. Canadian teen arrested over 46 million Canadian dollar crypto theft. Canadian police have arrested a teenager in connection with the theft of 46 million Canadian dollar in cryptocurrency from a victim in the US. He was arrested for theft over $5,000 and possession of property or proceeds of property obtained by crime. The victim was targeted in a SIM swap attack where crooks tricked telco employees into duplicating phone numbers so that they can intercept two-factor authorization requests. The 46 million Canadian dollar haul is the biggest cryptocurrency theft reported from one person. Cred in talks to acquire Dynout Wintwealth. Cred is in talks to acquire two startups, Dynout and Wintwealth. It is looking to give more services to its over 7.5 million users. Cred's talks to acquire these startups comes weeks after it raised $251 million, doubling its valuation to $4 billion in barely 6 months. While Cred has been strengthening its commerce play by onboarding multiple D2C brands on its platform, dining out can be an additional area where its users can transact on the app by using Cred's wallet or UPI modes of payment. HCL Technologies named a leader in IDC MarketScape. HCL Technologies, a leading global technology company, was named a leader in IDC MarketScape Worldwide Managed Multi-Cloud Services 2021 Vendor Assessment. According to the report, through its portfolio of cloud services, HCL can assist enterprises in migrating and modernizing enterprise organizational structures, processes and IT environments to operate in a cloud model. Key building blocks involve HCL's end-to-end portfolio of managed multi-cloud services from transformation to operations, ecosystem, operating model, industry-based solutions and automation, frameworks and accelerators. What's inside Tata's super app Tata Neu? Tata Digital has recently launched its super app called Tata Neu on both Android and iOS platforms. The app is currently available to all for download. However, to log in, a user needs a Tata corporate email ID as it is available only for its employees. With this, it seems Tata is testing water in a beta version mode before Tata Neu's estimated grand launch in early 2022. The app says shop, eat, travel and more, earn rewards and simplify your payments. Once you click Let's Start at the bottom, the app asks you to enter your mobile number to share an OTP. Below this, it is written that the app is currently open for the members of Tata family. The app has 4 options on the top: scan and pay, send money, pay bills and finance. MediaTek announces new Philogic 130 series chips that will bring Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2 to IoT devices. MediaTek announced a new MediaTek Philogic 130 and Philogic 130A system on chips which both integrate a microprocessor, AI engine, Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2 subsystems and a power management unit into a single chip. Philogic 130A also integrates an audio-digital signal processor to allow device makers to easily add voice assistants and other services into their products. These all-in-one solutions deliver energy-efficient, reliable and high-performance connectivity in small form factor designs that are ideal for a wide range of IoT devices. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.